Hello YouTube, this is lulzy coming at you without a capture card because who the fuck has money for that shit. This is only my second video, so I obviously am not going to invest in that yet. So this is a random ass video that I had with a passerby. We both have our gimmicks. Mine is just completely randomly assorted Pokemon that I had, two of which I just finished breeding today. I mean, one of them is a Miltank for God's sakes. And they're actually a pretty good battler too, but they have a gimmick. They have a mono dragon team, but don't be fooled, they're actually really good. They actually know what they're doing. So, let's get started. Okay, I'm hoping the quality on this isn't horrible. So I start out with Guropathic, reference to Avatar, you got that. My Espeon, I figure I want to set up some dual screens. I see this Dragonair and I'm like, it's clearly Eviolite, and I'm like, oh shit, Dragon Dance. So like, that needs to stop immediately. Can I like, quality. Okay, so like that needs to stop immediately. So I'm like, let me put it to sleep. And then I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, oh shit, like Dragonair, like doesn't it have like a shed skin ability? I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, okay, I gotta make this work. I'm like, Dragon Rush. I'm like, can it really not learn Dragon Claw maybe? Or like, because it doesn't have claws, maybe it can't learn Dragon Claw yet. So I'm wondering about that Dragon Rush. I start to question their viability as a competitive battler. I'm like, okay, maybe I can just like down it while it's asleep, but then it takes nothing because of that Eviolite. I'm like, okay, alright, let me send my physical wall, Sam, a lovely Gourgeist. I love Gourgeist so much. The second I saw it, I'm like, that is going to be my favorite 6th gen Pokemon. And it like is. Except for Helioptile. Helioptile is just the cutest little derpy Pokemon ever. So it wakes up, Dragon Rushes me, and Gourgeist ain't taking shit from that. We get the Leech Seed off. Alright, I'm trying to think, what happens after this? I get the Leech Seed. And then I think I want to Will-O-Wisp. That's right, I want to Will-O-Wisp it. Because I'm like, yeah, no more of that. No more of the attack boosts, please. So I Will-O-Wisp it. And I'm like, yes, I got the Will-O-Wisp, I got the Leech Seed, I'm untouchable. This is going places. Definitely going places. But then the worst thing ever happens. Not the Reflect wearing off, though that is bad. It rests! It's rest! And I'm like, oh my god, maybe it does have shed skin, and it's relying on shed skin rest or something. I'm like, fuck! It rests, and I'm like, maybe Seed Bomb? No. I run Seed Bomb because the Gourgeist is for my Rain Dance team, which is my specialty. So I run that over Shadow Sneak because I need to get rid of Water Ground. And alright, so I switch out to Gleescore, and I realized I should have done this a long time ago because this Gleescore, because I don't like doing things the normal way. This Gleescore is very special. And I don't mean it's a special attacker, because that's just retarded. No, this Gleescore has knockoff, so I'm like, enough of that Eviolite, which I should have switched to this Gleescore immediately, and like, when I saw the Dragonair, and I should have been like, Eviolite, gotta get that off. So I get the Eviolite off. The Dragon dances again. But I'm not scared, because unbeknownst to my opponent, I have Taunt. That's right, it's a taunting knockoff Gleescore. Don't even ask. I love making really lulzy, ridiculous sets to troll people. So Aqua Tails, but it takes it. It takes the hit. It's like at a +3 or something. I wasn't keeping track. I'm not keeping track now, at least. So it takes the hit. I'm like, I could definitely take another one, but it's like, why take that much damage from Aqua Tail? So, I think I switch out here back into Gourgeist. Yes, I do. so that it'll take minimal damage from that Aqua Tail. Comes in, sure enough, Aqua Tail, and bam, look at that. Look at that Caterpie tackle damage right there. Nothing. Get the lefties, get the leech seed. I'm like, come on, kill it, kill it, kill it. And it survives with like 1 HP. I'm like, terrific. Terrific. So I switch back into Gleescore thinking that a Dragon Rush is going to do less damage than the Aqua Tail to it. But that stab really comes through. Sometimes I underestimate the power of stab. Like, look at that. Look at that power. But the leech seed doesn't end up killing it. I get some health back. Not as much as I would like, but beggars can't be choosers. Poison heal. Maleficent. Maleficent. Hydreigon. I think I just wanna. I always want to see how well things. Sometimes I just want to see how well things can tank, even though I know clearly it's not a special tank. I'm like, how well can it take this? I wonder, and then it dies. Or I could just run damage calcs, but what's the fun of that? There's no risk there in running damage calcs all day for every possible combination. So I sent out. I think this is the first time I used this, first or second time, because I just made this. Volcarona. This ridiculous piece right here is just amazing, and I would have him. I would totally have him because there's no way this would have. I'm pretty sure there's no way this would have killed me, because I'm at like +2 or something. But I got it crit. It got a damn crit, and that crit mattered so freaking much. But oh my god, I was upset. I was so upset. But now it's time for Mega Moo, my Miltank. You gotta love it. You gotta love the Miltank. Look at it, not taking shit from that Dark Pulse. So I get a Power Up Punch. Yes, I run Power Up Punch. I run a Miltank. What do you expect? I run a Miltank. And this Miltank just owns. I can't. Wait, you see. Okay, so I Thunder Wave on the Switch. Because the way this was supposed to go, again, this is one of my newer Pokemon. I just made this. This is a test battle for it, actually, and the Volcarona. It's supposed to be Paraflinch. Yeah, yes, a Paraflinching Miltank. It's supposed to, because Stomp is a 30% flinch rate, and it gets as a Paralyze off, but without Serene Grace, like, I'm really starting to believe that without Serene Grace, there's no point in running Paraflinch. It doesn't, I get no flinch action this entire battle. But look at that, did you see that? Did you see, it took out the Dragonite. It took out the Dragonite. How amazing is that? Doesn't that just make you want to, like, just make the most lulzy sets of NU Pokemon you can and somehow make them work, set them up right, play smart, and destroy your opponent's OU Pokemon? Okay, so now I get the Paralyze off here, and the Stomp. Look at that. I think I'm at like +1 or +2, and look at that Stomp right there. Over half damage! Over fucking half damage! Yes, you're seeing that right. I kill both his Dragonite and Haxorus with my Miltank. Underrated Pokemon of the year, I'm just saying. It has a Slayer, which is his Garchomp, which I can't Thunder Wave, sadly. And obviously this isn't just because of good plays, this is because, I mean, my opponent's being kind of greedy. I mean, he could have clearly taken out the Miltank in one hit with his Haxorus, but he decided to go for Dragon Dance, not just once, but twice. So, I mean, maybe it's because Miltank is so underrated, because he freaking underrated how good it would be. He was like, I can set up on this. No. Oh, and I run Stomp over Return because, again, the 30% flinch rate. But after like a couple battles that I've had now where I have not gotten one single flinch off, I think I might just switch to Return. Because if that Stomp is already doing that much ridiculous damage, imagine what Return will do. I just leave Miltank in to die there, because I don't want anything to come in and take it. Send in Rotom. Gonna spam the hidden power ice. There it is. Look at that. And they have Goodra left, which is a problem. I actually, in retrospect, I wish I had saved my Miltank to deal with a Goodra, because I feel like it could have, because of, you know, it could have just Power Punch and just spammed, Stomp, Thunder, paralyzed it. It couldn't have done much. So yeah, get the hidden power off. Obviously not going to do much to the Goodra, because it's Goodra. Flamethrower, and I'm like, okay, why did it think I was gonna switch into Gourgeist? Maybe for some reason. That's my physical wall. I usually don't switch into Gourgeist to a special attacker, but it kills me. So it got the Flamethrower and Thunderbolt. So I'm like, okay, what does it have up its sleeve? So I actually do bring out Gourgeist, even though that Flamethrower. I'm like, I don't really have much left, though. That's the problem. And then I realize it has Rest. I'm like, what kind of set is this? And I say that, and my Goodra actually runs Rest, but it's special. I'll show in another video my Goodra. And I'm like, Chesto Resto, and it has Sap Sipper, fucking Sap Sipper. I'm like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I'm like, what Goodra has Sap Sipper? And no, I seriously have a question. Why do people run Sap Sipper on Goodra? Like, isn't Gooey's the way to go, right? I'm not a Goodra expert. I haven't been using Goodra that long, and again, I run a weird set. But like, isn't Gooey the best thing to have on a Goodra so that people are afraid to run, to hit it with physical attacks? But no, I swear, every Goodra I've fought, like, within the past few months, have had Sap Sipper as their ability. And it's like, why? Like, are you that afraid of grass moves? I'm like, what is up with that? Are you really? Like, and this person's team is not afraid of grass moves at all. Like, they're all dragon, mono dragon. Why are you afraid of grass? Like, you're gonna be taken, you know, you're gonna be taken neutral at worst, from the, you know, if you have your guard jump out. From grass attacks. Why do you fear grass so much? Whatever. So anyway, my Espeon's my last Pokemon, and I put up Light Screen because I'm like, I need to take as little damage as I can. I take the risk, because I'm a risk taker like that, for that one turn of setup, and it ends up paying off. He gets the rest off. I'm like, oh my god, it was neck and neck right up until the end, especially at the end. And so I'm just like, I guess I could spam Psychic, and I'm like, okay, if I time this right, maybe I can yawn it, because I run yawn on Espeon. Maybe I can yawn it and put it back to sleep. Like, can I take 2 hits? Probably not. But I'm like, okay, and I'm doing all these calculations in my head, and I'm like, oh my god, it's doing all like a quarter health with those Psychics. I might be able to actually kill it with this last Psychic, and like down to the last bit. And sure enough, I get it off, and it was amazing. That was like one of the most amazing battles I've ever had. Like, props, seriously, props to Aurora, the passerby, random passerby, Mono Dragons. She played well, incredibly well, you know, for the gimmicky Mono Dragon team. You know, it was neck and neck. She had some skill. You know, there's no, I mean, it could have gone to either one of us. That could have gone to either one of us there at the end. There was a little bit of questionability with that crit that they got on the Volcarona, but I'm willing to let that slide, because I just had such a blast. So, I hope anyone who bothered to check this video out liked it, and